One of the opportunities, I'm taking some downtime. I got 10 more minutes for this to print. I've been investigating the speaker situation. As you know, or may not know, this is the standard speaker that we've been getting with the Electric Railroad from Lionel, and it has a great bass, a good clarity, but as you can see, it's pretty big. I had just gotten this one from Lock Sound, and it was not inexpensive. It's 28 millimeters, which, as you can see, is pretty small, but it did come with a cavity, a housing, and they're claiming it's good for up to G and N, so I don't know. We'll have to give it a try. This is one that I've gotten from Ed Golden, and I found another one like it in a box already. And they're not bad. They certainly don't have the bass. I've built some other containers for the speaker, and I have another one that's very much the same size, but I wanted to test it. It looked like it might have a little nicer magnet. I don't know. And so I've got a box for it. These people also had a 1-inch round one. People thought 1 inch was a good size. So it's similar, as you can see. That's probably about 1 inch, so it would fit in something like that. I have to make its housing for it, but I've done that before. I've made housings. Here's one I made for this big guy over here when I had limited space. You could see I made it so it could fit underneath something. So I'm going to be testing these with the soundboard that I have. I did send that soundboard to Robert, and he offered to study it, and I sent him the manual, and he said he would see if he can think of a way to engineer that for us to manufacture our own, or at least get a bare board and stuff it with the parts, and then magically come up with a chip that'll make sound. The other thing I've been exploring is the push buttons for the making sound on the vintage Lionel stuff, same as Flyer, and it's a DC step up and step down voltage thing, and they use diodes, and I've been studying the circuit, and I've got the components. I even have one I bought. It's $100, and it's like about half the size of this box. I mean, it's really 2 buttons. You wire it in, and by golly, it works perfect every time. Turn the bell off and on, give it the whistle, and you can hold it and let go, and it's really worked. I've got it. I've taken it apart, and I've tried to copy the design, and it didn't work. So I'm going to share some of that with Robert and see if we can't come up with something that way, in addition to getting the sounds. I really want the standalone button box and a soundboard that we can access and make sounds with our own, with us, our stuff that you can get at a reasonable cost. I'll put it that way, without having to go, $125 for a soundboard and then another $100 for a handheld. Blah blah blah. It adds up. So that's what I've been waiting on, that printer, and it's done. Good. We're ready to go. I'm going to be mounting the buck boost board onto the new tender for the Atlantic, and I'll be trying to get that on the rails. It's 4 o'clock. Hit the road. Okay, later. This is sound boxes, just where we are and what's coming and what's cooking. Okay, later.